Hi everybody. I'm really excited to also have an opportunity to engage with all of the customers that we invited here. I am, and we are very grateful to you all for your patronage over all of these years. And we're also grateful for you basically taking time out of your schedules to come and share with us, help us learn, help us gain a lot more insight about not only where we're at today, but where we can be taking our business in the future. You're going to hear a lot of stuff today, and you're going to remember very little of it. I've been to conferences as a participant, and I know that's how it works. So I just want to get probably one really strong message across, and that is ReadyTalk sort of grown up as a business with sort of customer service is just really deeply embedded in our DNA as an organization. And after I give you a little bit of a flavor of the history of ReadyTalk, I think it might make that connection a little bit stronger. But you know, it's very different, or it's very difficult as a company to differentiate around customer service, because everybody out there says customer service is important, we do it great. You talk to any vendor in almost any industry and they're going to say that. But in fact, the way customers really internalize it as an organization and deliver it varies tremendously from firm to firm. And I think one thing you'll find out about ReadyTalk, and probably if you've been a customer of ours for a while, you probably have already made a pretty strong connection to how important that is to our business. ReadyTalk has a pretty checkered past. I started the company even prior to Scott joining. I started this company when it was probably the easiest time in the history of planet Earth to raise venture money, because nobody could mess up a company back in 2000 when there was this whole new retail economy thing, this whole .com thing going on. And then, you know, we put together a business plan. It was really like, you know, on a napkin kind of an idea. We went and talked to venture capital. We got commitments for funding. We started the company. We closed on $20 million of capital to start this company at basically the end of 2000. And I was like, holy cow, now what, right? And then it was just full speed ahead, trying to, you know, build a team and define a product strategy, you know, to the degree we could actually build it, and all the other challenges that go with that. And literally 6 months later, the conversation with our venture capital is like, wow, you haven't spent all that money. What should we do with you? Because it was just as easy as it was to raise money. It was probably one of the hardest times to actually build a company, because it changed so fast, so dramatically in terms of just the types of customers we were trying to talk to, and the fact that there are consolidations. So we ended up benefiting from the .com and then sort of experiencing the .bomb that happened right afterwards. You know, as a persistent group, and Scott had joined by this point, we really wanted to build collaboration services for businesses. We wanted to take them to market through carriers. We were building a relationship with, at the time, Global Crossing, who was very excited about the proposition of taking our web collaboration services to market with their branding. And that was our plan. We had to get funding to do that, and we couldn't figure out how to get that done, sort of round two. So after the VCs took the capital back, the capital we hadn't spent, we had actually a very difficult time bringing new capital into the company. So we ended up creating a partnership with Global Crossing at the time. And the agreement was we were going to basically build and deliver web technologies on their behalf to allow them to provide collaboration services to their customers with their own branding. And they were going to give us access to this fabulous voice infrastructure that we could start to build into what ended up being the ReadyTalk product. So we've built a business basically with a direct model where we talk to customers and sell to customers and work with and support customers as ReadyTalk, and then we have a channel model where we take our technology to the end user through Level 3 with Level 3's branding. And so that was 2001. The deal with Global Crossing was 2002. 2003 was a really bleak year. 2004 was a really bleak year. 2005 looked a little bit better. Still not great. Eventually, you know, just this sort of consistent focus on doing the right thing by customers and thinking about every customer relationship that we had as a business as ReadyTalk as the most important thing in our business. You know, month in, day out, month in, month out, week in, you know, year in, year out, we started to build success in our business. You know, today, that's evidenced by the fact that we have over 6,000 end user, or we have over 6,000 companies that work with us directly. And then through our channel, we do more than twice as much web collaboration technology through that channel as we even do through those 6,000 ReadyTalk customers. So we support some of the largest businesses in the world with our collaboration technology. We support companies like FedEx and 3M and CVS and Walmart and Lucent Technologies, and it's a pretty long list. Next year, we're going to hit the 1 billion minutes of voice and data collaboration in a year. So that's just a huge organic growth for our business. This year, we started the year with a hiring plan to hit 200 full-time employees in our Denver office. We'll be close to that, but maybe not quite there, but in the neighborhood. And we've been recognized for many years in a row now as the best company to work for. We've been recognized by Outside Magazine. We've been recognized by the SHRM organization in Colorado that does the best companies to work for in the state of Colorado recognitions. We've been 1 or 2 on that list for, I think, the last 5 years. We've been recognized for growth. We've been recognized for just in general the things that we do as a community. And we've been recognized for the way we support the community as well. We do a lot of nonprofit and charitable things. The reason I want to share a little bit of that past is because when you start with no customers and you get 1 customer, that's a big deal. And the thought of losing that customer is like the most terrifying thing you can imagine. And when you start a business from scratch like we did, you make a lot of mistakes. You spend a lot of time really just trying to self-reflect on what does it take, to continue to improve the business and the way that you're working with customers. And I think that one of the most valuable things that can happen in a business like ours is exactly that. You sort of this incremental growth path from nothing to something to a lot, because you have a very good appreciation from your own history of what really matters in business. We very much have a customer for life mindset. We know it's not practical that every single customer that ever works with ReadyTalk will always be a ReadyTalk customer. That's just not reasonable, but we think about it like that. We think somebody entrusts us with their collaboration, we are going to do what we can do to make sure that they continue to have success with us. A second thing about ReadyTalk, we are absolutely passionate about understanding customers, understanding customer use case, and understanding the way that we can apply our creativity and our ingenuity to solving problems in an elegant way. It almost to a fault. Our company spends a lot of cycles thinking through, what those opportunities are, and then the million corner cases, and trying to make sure that we've figured out how to make every single one of those things right. And that's maybe not so much because of our history, it's just who we are. We just like to solve problems. It's just in the types of people that we hire, the people that come to work at ReadyTalk. This is what drives us. A third thing I put on here is that we are focused on collaboration in webinars. Basically, we've come to realize that we're not a big enough company to do everything well for everybody. So we're picking the areas that we can really excel in, and we want to be the best in collaboration. We want to be the best in being able to support basically collaborative meetings, and we want to be the best in being able to deliver very high quality webinars to broad distributed audiences. And then the last thing is that just the decisions that we've made over a decade in terms of where we put our money. If we had an outside board and not just our own internal board, we would have spent way more money trying to market our business and spent way more money on sort of the selling and marketing initiatives. But it's so important for us to build great technology and deliver great solutions that we end up being disproportionately invested in technology, and disproportionately invested in R&D, and disproportionately invested in things that are going to allow us to really support customers well. So customer service, our customer service organization, our account management organization, and then our product R&D organization. When you guys have a chance to tour ReadyTalk, you're going to realize that half of our building is developed or is dedicated to building software. And that, while it might, from a purely financial lens, been the smartest thing to do, it's what we think gives us the best chance to continue to do what we want to do well in the industry long term. So our future, I feel, is super exciting right now. As I mentioned, we're almost 200 people. Almost half of our company is part of our technology R&D organization. What I'm excited about is, first of all, we've got a great product in the market today that is stable, it's reliable, it works really well. We've also got 13 years of experience sort of building agile development infrastructure to build software. And as we get to the critical mass as an organization, we're starting to have some really interesting opportunities to put new development energy that we're going to be able to bring things to market in much more kind of a quick way than what we can do with our core product, which has been around for a while. And you're going to see some of that. You're going to see some of that in the presentations today, and you're also going to have an opportunity, I believe, to see some of that at the office tomorrow. And there's some really, really exciting things coming out there. So, you know, we've got basically a great product. We've got great R&D expertise and a ton of experience. We've got a whole bunch of really interesting new client-facing technologies that we have an opportunity to leverage not only to our benefit, but to the benefit of our customers. So it's an exciting future for ReadyTalk. As I mentioned, we are so grateful that you've taken a couple of days to spend with ReadyTalk, hear about our company, hear what we've got going on, and giving us a chance to learn from you as well. So thank you very much, and yeah.